Alright, hello class. Today in this video we're going to go over solving algebraic expressions using the area method and using algebra tiles. So, first of all we're going to go over how to read area tiles. So on the left here we're going to have our 1 by 1 unit tile. Has a length of 1 and a width of 1. So that is going to be 1 times 1, which is equal to 1. So this tile here is going to have a value of 1. In the center here, we have our 1 by x tile. And 1 times x is going to give this tile a volume of x. And then on the right side here, we have our tile with length x and width x. So the area of this tile is going to be found using x times x, which is equal to x squared. So we have our 1 unit tile, our x tile, and our x squared tile. So moving on, we're going to solve an example using the area method. So we're going to have here x plus 2 times x plus 1. So how are we going to solve that using area tiles? Well, first of all, we're going to have our x plus 2 expression, which can be represented with an x area tile and 2 unit tiles. And then up here we can have our x plus 1 expression that we are multiplying by, which will be represented by an x tile plus 1 unit tile. Makes sense? We have our x plus 2 and our x plus 1 up here. So when we multiply our two x tiles together, we're going to get, here, I'll use a different color. We're going to get in the center here an x squared tile, because x times x is going to give us x squared. Then we have this x tile and this 1 unit tile multiplied by each other will give us an x tile. Meanwhile, this tile again times, this x tile here times this and this unit tile will give us 2x's down here. And then we will multiply our 1 unit tile up here times the 2 down here to give us 1, 2 more unit tiles. So by multiplying those two expressions together, we ended up with 1x squared, 3x's, and 2 unit tiles. So x plus 2 times x plus 1 must be x squared plus 3x plus 2. And that will be our final answer for that example using the area tiles. So I hope that makes sense for everybody. All right, now we have a u-try example. Multiply the following expression using the area method. As you can see, this is going to be slightly different. We're just working with different numbers. So we have x plus 3 times x plus 2. Up here we had x plus 2 times x plus 1. So we switched up the numbers a little bit. Now we're going to have x plus 3 times x plus 2. So I want everybody to pause the video here for just a moment and take some time, try and solve this on your own, and then go ahead and answer that for me. All right, I'll give you a second to do that now. All right, so hopefully everybody has solved that problem. And using the area tiles, you should have ended up with the resulting expression x squared plus 5x plus 6. So that should have been your answer, but hopefully you used the area tiles like we discussed to arrive at that solution. And then moving on, we're going to think about this problem for a second. So How can we use algebra tiles to multiply this expression here? So we're going to be looking at x minus 2 times x plus 3, which obviously is different from what we've seen before because now we're working with a negative number in the x minus 2 expression. So how do you think, so first of all, think, how is this different from our previous problems? And how might we represent negatives using algebra tiles? So I want you guys to think about that, type out your answers, how you think solving this might differ from the previous problems, and how you would deal with the negative numbers using algebra tiles while solving an algebraic expression. So think about that, and we will talk about that in our next lesson. Thank you.